Everyone said to me, you're a clickbaiter. Everyone said to me, you're full of crap. You're lying. Ange hasn't been sacked. I just love to know what everyone is saying now. Maybe there is some truth to some of the stuff that we read out there. And Football Insider has come up trumps. Fabrizio Romano has just said that Ange Postecoglou will be sacked. And let's be honest, I am very, very happy about that. And a lot of Spurs fans should be too. He's given us the greatest moment we'll see in probably our lives. But 22 Premier League defeats and sitting 17th in the Premier League table is absolutely disastrous. Romano has showed everyone the light in that he has been sacked. He's tweeted it out. We know the score. Smash that like button. It's my birthday. What a fantastic birthday present that is. Thank you very much, Daniel Levy. Smash the granny out of this subscribe button. 90% of you who watch the content every single month are not subscribed. So please go down, hit that subscribe button. 650 subs to be precise away from 56K. And listen, I am very, very happy. Let me show you the news for anyone who's going to call me a clickbaiter when I put the video out a few days ago. Maybe, just maybe, I know a thing or two. Just maybe. Who knows? Daniel Levy has made the decision. Ange Postecoglou has been sacked by Tottenham Hotspur. And there he is. Fabrizio Romano's put this out only 15 minutes ago, and he's done over 1 million views on Twitter already. So listen, ladies and gents, it looks like Thomas Frank is going to be the next manager. He's the outright favourite. I am very, 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 very happy about that. I'm not going to lie. We are in a position now of strength going into the transfer window, because if we recruit Thomas Frank with the fact that a lot of these players, you know, want to push on to that Champions League level. They've all just won silverware. We've got the extra revenue of the Champions League. There should be a lot of things. If we get Thomas Frank, there should be a lot of people very, very, very optimistic about this summer. You know, Matt Law has put it out as well, you know, saying confirmed expectation that Ange Postecoglou has been sacked by Tottenham. I don't know if the club have made an official announcement as of yet. Have they made it? They still haven't made an official announcement as of yet. But Fabrizio Romano, if he tells you something, it's bang on. If he tells you to break up with your girlfriend or boyfriend, you do so because he knows some level of inside information. Now, Matt Law, who's a very credible journalist as well, has also said confirmation expected to come that Ange Postecoglou has been sacked by Tottenham. Now, what do we do now as a football club? Well, straight away, the transfer window, we're already 6 days in. I'm not entirely sure why this has taken so long. This should have been announced a few days ago, but we've had to wait until the Friday. We've already wasted 6 days of the transfer window. So now we need to bring in Thomas Frank, bring in his coaching staff, and then start identifying those transfer targets. The likelihood is Christian Romero will leave. Atletico Madrid are heavily linked with him. If he wants to go, he can go. You know, players like Mark Gahey still heavily linked. You know, we've been linked with Wisa at Brentford. If we get Thomas Frank, I'd be very, very happy with him coming in. We also need a number 6. My first choice will be Belieber. You know, I am very optimistic about the future of Tottenham Hotspur Football Club under Thomas Frank. I think he's a manager that has, you know, got a understanding of different tactical setups. I think he's better tactically than Ange. I think he can play a 3 at the back. I think he can play a 4 at the back. I think he just collectively as a manager is just better in pretty much every way. Ange Postecoglou might have a European trophy on his CV, but I think we will be a better team set up under Thomas Frank. I really, really do. And in terms of, you know, we've got the Super Cup coming up in August. We want to get Thomas Frank in as soon as possible. Dave Heitner has said Tottenham have met Thomas Frank's team to move. Tottenham have met with to discuss a potential move for Thomas Frank. Spurs have been considering whether to persist with their manager, Ange Postecoglou, since the end of the season, and his future remains in doubt. Spurs are giving serious thoughts on Thomas Frank. Now, that was coming out about half an hour ago. Then Fabrizio Romano announced that he has been sacked. So the likelihood is now that, the Telegraph have put it out as well. Prem Inside has just retweeted a tweet about 3 minutes ago saying Tottenham are interested in João Paulinho from Bayern. Defensive midfielder expected to explore his options after not being guaranteed minutes this season. Now, Tottenham have already got a good relationship with Bayern Munich. Dyer went there. Tell's come to Tottenham. Kane's went to Bayern Munich. Could we potentially get him at a lower price? In a midfield with him, Bergvall, Maddison, I'd be very, very happy with. We've got a good group of core young players. I just think right now that we just need, just maybe one marquee signing in that front line. I think our midfield with Paulinho or Baliba is good enough. I genuinely think that right now we are in a very, very, very good position going into this upcoming transfer window. I'm actually to a degree speechless. I thought this would come out maybe Monday or Tuesday. What a birthday present that is, ladies and gents. Brentford will not stand in Thomas Frank's way if he wishes to join a bigger club. Now, that's coming out from the Spurs web. So it looks like Thomas Frank, actually, as we're speaking, Tottenham are the outright favourites, and they have suspended odds on Thomas Frank becoming the next Tottenham manager. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. That is insane. Absolutely insane. So they've suspended odds. So it's going to be Ange. It's going to be Ange. It's going to be Frank. The Spurs web have come out and also said that it's official 1 minute ago. Here we go. The club have tweeted it out following a review of performances. After significant reflection, the club can announce that Ange Postecoglou has been relieved of his duties 1 minute ago. 5:10 in the UK time. There you go, 5:09. And we're actually going to respond saying Thomas Frank in. I am very, very, very happy with that, ladies and gents. Bring Thomas Frank in. I've been a fan of this guy for many, 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 many years. And you think that his CV is only realistically Brentford. And look what he's done with them. Brentford in the Premier League this season. How many points did they finish above us? Just to give some context. They finished on 56. We finished on 38. Brentford finished 18 points above Tottenham, right, on a less budget with worse players. But the difference is they're better coached. They only finished a handful of points. Look, Forest were in 7th. They're only 9 points of a Conference League place. And look where we are. How we got Champions League football finishing 17th, I will never, ever, 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 ever understand. But that is it, ladies and gents. Ange Postecoglou has been sacked as the Tottenham manager. Let me know your thoughts down below on the big news. Are you happy with Thomas Frank? Let us know. I'm very, very optimistic about this summer now. Couple of decent signings, and we are pretty much ready to go. Yeah, I mean it's broken all over the socials now. If we bring in a decent winger under Thomas Frank, I feel the group of players we've got now, if we bring in Gahey and have Gahey and Van der Ven, you've got decent midfielders there. You bring in a 6, maybe Paulinho. You got Solanke, you got Maddison, you got Kudu, you got Bergvall, you got Poro Udogie and Spence as fullback options. I don't think we're a million miles away from being back in the top 4 with a couple of decent additions. But drop a like, hit that subscribe button, and I will see you all soon.